Hey Marty, how are you?
I'm good, Zach. How are you?
Good, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I just wanted to chat, get your perspective on,
Mhm.
you've seen a lot of tools that are out there in the industry,
Mhm.
Sub-Zero being one of them, obviously.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts? What are you hearing from the rinks you're visiting on a regular basis? Is this tool valuable? The components, does it make sense for someone, whether been in the industry for 40 years or I'm brand new trying to figure it out? For a rink, is there merit to it?
Yeah, it definitely there's definitely merit to it. As everyone knows, that presently is using some sort of logbook. I'll speak to the Orpha logbook, and that's capturing their ice depth checks. That's fantastic. I mean, it is transparent. As is the digital side of it. The one thing that I like about the Sub-Zero and what I'm getting feedback on is the fact that there's ownership involved in it from the operation standpoint, whether it be the operator, whether it be the manager that's involved in the tapping on a daily, weekly, whatever the case may be, that because they're logging in, they own that now. They have to make sure that they're executing that task for many reasons, which I'm sure we'll get into in this conversation. But yeah, the feedback on the system as far as it being digitalized and the ease of use from the Bluetooth caliper back to the tablet or whatever you're using as far as your computer source. As I always say, work smart, not hard. So they definitely are putting that in play. Yeah.
And when you talk about transparency, how does that play in with access to information, also the accuracy of the data that they're collecting?
Yeah, no question. The accuracy of the data, being a digital caliper, taking, whether you're in imperial or metric, taking that data, and as soon as you're drilling and putting that caliper in play, it's actually sending that signal directly to your tablet and putting it in the right location and giving you that true actual reading, digital reading, compared to the old school tape measure, thumb, yeah, close enough to an inch and a quarter, but at the end of the day, close enough might not be good enough. As you know, with our industry, I mean, we're always being monitored, and we have to have best practices in place, and this is one of the best practices, definitely from a liability standpoint. I mean, if something were to ever go south in your pad, as far as a user group using the ice, and someone were to blow the ice out and hit the cement, the first thing from a law aspect, they're going to be asking, where's your reporting as far as how thick your ice is? There you go. Sub-Zero is capturing it. Who did it? And it's accurate. It's a digital caliper that's giving you the correct readings instead of that quarter inch close enough. Yeah.
So beyond just the ice thickness, how do these other components like the circle checks, the flood logs, the compressor logs, how does all that data come together for an operator, for a manager, for someone like yourself coming in, looking at their operation?
Sure. Yeah, and this is the benefit of Sub-Zero. All these things that the operator is responsible for collecting on a daily or weekly basis, whatever the case may be, that their SOP is, it's capturing everything in one aspect, in one area, and anyone within the organization, as long as they have access to the tool, will be able to get those readings based on whether it be depth checks, whether it be plant readings, whatever the case may be, capital expenditures, which I know you will speak to as well in our Sub-Zero conference today. But yeah, I mean, it's a tool that everyone has access to and can be monitored as well, and a great training tool for managers as far as their operators and what they might not be doing properly, and they can identify that within the scope of what they're capturing inside the Sub-Zero application.
Yeah, thank you. So, Marty, if there's anything else that you'd like to share to individuals that might be considering or have just heard about Sub-Zero, been pondering over the last few months, any final thoughts to share with them?
Yeah, inspect what you expect. At the end of the day, I mean, and without getting into a long tangent, typically $1 of taxpayers' money, roughly 9 cents, goes to Parks and Rec.
Wow.
And out of that 9 cents, 50% of it is used by arenas because they are the most costly. And out of that 50 cents, roughly 50% of that 50 cents goes to electricity, not just lights, but what runs the plant, being your compressors. So a lot of people aren't aware of this, but for every half inch of ice you carry in a facility, single pad facility, just to run your compressors electricity-wise, could be run anywhere from $700 to $900 per month. Wow. So do the math. If you're doing your ice depth checks and you want to carry 1.5 inches, but you're way off and you're capturing that information, now the operators know what they have to do to get to that levelness and to get to that thickness so that they can maintain the proper operating costs within their facility.
Awesome. Thanks for bringing that full circle. Thanks for joining us today. We're excited to see where things go.
Thanks, Zach.